This is it. Championship will be determined tonight.
This ain't the amateurs no more. You got a chance to do something great, to be someone great. This is the first step up, kid. Use your feet. Keep your hands up. It's all about heart.
It's rock. Every time some clown gets hurt.
This guy's a friggin' animal. You gotta put this guy on the canvas. Understand? The only way to the title is through me. That's what champions do. They get back up.
to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan. Hey, the first one was so good, they're going to do it again. We got a much-anticipated rematch in our main event. 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round one now underway. The excitement in the air is palpable, and the fans have good reason to be. Herns has won every single one of his fights by knockout.
And I think the anticipation in the air is twofold. One is, are they going to see another knockout? The other is, what happens if he hits his opponent and he's still there?
Good combination to the head. Big left hand. Leonard's leg. Oh! A non-stop swarming attack puts him down.
His opponent feels like he's in a rainstorm.
One, two, three, four.
Sugar Ray Leonard's rising back up. That takes some guts. resourceful 1-2 combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. And banging away he goes. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's over. The fight is over. Tommy Herns' power carries the day. A first-round knockout victory. Tommy Herns is able to defend his world title. Midtown Manhattan. This the site of a much-anticipated rematch. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the welterweight division. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated. Opening 3 minutes of this scheduled 12-rounder. Herns is feeling pressure, and he has to be feeling the pressure because all the talk all week has been about the knockout streak. He's won every fight by knockout.
Well, there's been a little other talk, too. They've been talking about how the national anthem is usually longer than his fights.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Tommy Herns is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Side to side.
So the early action here in this fight should reveal an edge. Tommy Herns has got speed. He can move.
Well, they say speed kills. He better just be careful he doesn't have an accident. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Good combination punching by Tommy Herns. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Great combination. He is down on the mat.
One, two, three, four, five.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Step to the side and then lands the counter.
Yeah, disappear on him, and then all of a sudden appear on him.
Will you look at this? Look at this pace that these two are fighting at so early in the fight. Teddy, each man must have been determined to think they can get the other one out of here early.
Yeah, I want to see who blinks first, though. That's what's interesting to me. Who changes? They can't both keep this up.
Right back to the work up top. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. End of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right?
New round underway here. He's hoping that it doesn't look like the last stanza where he was knocked down.
Well, this is a sport and a profession where hope is attached to something very tangible. You know, it's not just a notion, we hope, but it's attached to his jab. It's attached to his head movement. He has a good jab. He has good head.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Big shot, and he goes down again. Will he get up from this? So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Herns' three-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Snapping jabs by Tommy Herns. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Herns is so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Two snapping jabs by Tommy Herns.
Cover up! Cover up!
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. And that's the end of round two. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. A very crisp combination. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. He got rocked. He just got... Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Tommy Herns' power just much too much for his opponent. Another knockout for him. The Hitman Tommy Herns retains the belt. For Teddy Atlas, this is Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us ringside. welcome you to this night of World Championship pay-per-view action. Alongside my partner, Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway. Tommy Herns is a real treat for these fans. A pure knockout artist. There it is! Perfectly executed combination. Sugar Ray Leonard's down. He's going to have to beat the count. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
What an excellent, big shot comes crashing home. Perfectly executed combination. Sugar Ray Leonard's down. He's going to have to beat the count. It's over. This fight is over. Tommy Herns' game plan works to perfection. The power came early. A first-round knockout victory. Tommy Herns is able to defend. Ringside with Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk. Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. Everyone knows what can take place with this guy. Tommy Herns has knocked out every opponent he's faced. Will the streak continue tonight?
But what his opponent wants to know is what's important. What happens when he comes out and he can't hit me? How's he going to act then?
Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Good, solid right hand lands. Teddy, what advice did you consistently give to a fast fighter in a situation like this, a speed fighter, when he was fighting a guy with low stance?
Put yourself in position where you can use that speed, where you can control things, the dimensions you want. Stay on the outside, be able to use that ring. Make the guy walk to you. Make the guy burn up.
Oh, and a big right hand lands. And yet another big shot comes in. Wow, crushing blow upstairs. Ortiz is going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Well, he's sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. He scored well after being hit himself. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Tommy Herns. Ortiz's cut is right near his eye. That's the last place his corner's going to want to see any damage. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Lands flush with the combination upstairs. That last round really damaged him. Ortiz's face does not look good at all. You can see his corner trying to tend to him.
Yeah, they're tending to him a little too late. What about in the gym? What about in training camp where you got to teach a guy, move your head. Don't get caught so you won't look that way. Maybe they didn't do their job.
Okay now. Okay, you're good. You're good.
As he starts this fresh round, coming off a round in which he was knocked down, we often look at his legs. But sometimes even more telling was the disposition and the way that he and his corner acted in between rounds.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, Joe, because if the corner's not...
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. This looks like it could be just a matter of time now. Maybe a punch or two away from going down. Teddy, what's he got to do?
Well, he's got to grab. He's got to find a way to stop the offense. And to clutch and grab, usually that's one way.
Super two-punch combo by Tommy Herns. Tommy Herns is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Good double. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Ortiz is showing us some of those survival tactics that he's picked up as a pro. Was knocked down earlier. Solid. He goes down thanks to that non-stop attack. It's like he was thrown into a blender of punches. Ortiz is back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
And he returns on that exchange. Wow! How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
One, two, three, four, five.
That's it. The fight is over. Tommy Herns' corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. The Hitman, Tommy Herns, retains the belt. For Teddy Atlas, this is Joe Tessitore saying, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for a highly round 1 of 12. I wonder if the knockout streak will continue here. Tommy Herns has been able to do it throughout his whole career. Knock out man after man, they line up in front of him.
He wastes no time. He goes right out of that corner with one thing in mind: get rid of that guy.
Did you see that? A devastating right hand crashes home, and he is down. But he's going to continue on, beating the count. Unable to connect by Tommy Herns. Herns is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Really on the mark with that overhand left. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter.
Look at that. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Teddy, if I put two fighters in front of you and said you can train, both these guys have equal talent, but you can train the lefty or you can train the righty, who would you pick?
Well, usually the lefty has a little advantage because you haven't seen them too often. And that's always going to be something that's...
How about that left right there? Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you can go after, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
A sound combination by Tommy Herns. Herns' knockdown scored in that last round has a certain tone in that corner that every trainer wants. They are bubbling with confidence. They know they can go out and accomplish things again here. Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? Hard charging with that right hand. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
You could tell that he was nearly out of gas, so now he's taking a little bit of a break. He's tying up.
Hey, look, airplanes have to land. They don't keep flying. They land so they can get through.
Big shot. The right came clean. What a big shot. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now, you got to wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they going to stop this?
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find...
Solid, unbelievable, just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desire and heart is just as strong as it was before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's over. This fight is over. The Hitman's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. Herns is now celebrating a win and, of course, enjoying still holding on to that belt. evening, and thanks for joining us on this grand, spectacular pay-per-view stage. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my partner, Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. This, the site. Opening round here, scheduled for 12. The excitement in the air is palpable, and the fans have good reason to be. Tommy Herns has won every single one of his fights by knockout.
Yeah, and I think the anticipation in the air is twofold. One is, are they going to see another knockout? The other is, what happens if he hits his opponent and he's still there?
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Two good jabs by Tommy Herns. Teddy, what do you look for early on when you're analyzing a fight of two power punchers facing off against each other that gives you a clue as to which way this is going?
Who's doing the little things a little bit better? Who's using the jab? Who's controlling range? Hey, who's thinking better?
Doubles up the jab to the head. There's a straight right hand. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the big shot he just scored with. Unable to handle that combination. He is down on the canvas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. White showing you what he is made of, getting up off the canvas after being knocked down. Tommy Herns' combination punching is working well here. Very accurate with the overhand right. You see him timing that double jab to the head.
Back to the box.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Herns is in the spot he wants. Now he takes a respite after just scoring the knockdown in that last round.
Joe, you feel good, just like if you're a lawyer in a courtroom and the judge just sustains your objection. You know what? You're winning.
Landing two jabs by Tommy Herns. Very nice defensive guard there. 1, 2 jabs up top. Tommy Herns is showcasing one of the best weapons you can have, especially early on in a fight, to set the tone, and that is the jab.
Yeah, and he's shown that it does more than just set up other punches and, just snap your head back. It disrupts everything. It just throws the other guy's rhythm off, and that's what he's doing a good job of.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. Nice jab there by Tommy Herns. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by White. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Tommy Herns. Tommy Herns with a big right hand. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Comes right back with some offensive. Oh, and there you go. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
White's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Double jab upstairs. Not able to land the headshot. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Nice job doubling up the jab by Tommy Herns. White's coming out here after being knocked down in the previous round. How important is it for him to be cautious here, to make sure that he does have his legs underneath him?
You know, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, Joe, because if you're too cautious, hey, your opponent, he reads it. You're not in that ring alone, you know, and then he's going to get more aggressive. So you want to go out there, maybe feint him a little bit. Let him think you're okay. Let him think you want to go after him. Let him think you want to engage a little bit, and then wind up boxing, staying on the outside, buying some time.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs.
Come on, kid, focus.
White stumbled back. He just got a big shot there. How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
The ref is stopping this fight. White's unable to get up and continue on. Tommy Herns has done it his way. Still champion of the world, a winner here tonight.
Well, he told us he had a dream